Hi, Coach Carmen here for Reshod Walking Shoes. As of January 2023, we now have 6 styles, so I'm getting a lot of customers calling to ask which style is right for me. So in order to answer that question, we're going to start first with the anatomy of a shoe. Every shoe is built on what's called a last, and a last is just a foot form. It doesn't have the specific dimensions of your foot, but it does represent the inside of your shoe. So this is what we start with. After that, we create an upper, and actually this is one I just kind of made on my own. I wanted to learn how to make an upper, and I gained a great appreciation for how much work goes into them. But that's the last, and there's the upper. In the manufacturing process, of course, they're going to put on a tongue, and they're going to wrap this around, and then they're going to attach what's called the midsole. And this is the midsole for the Coach Carmen. And the midsole is actually the foam components in the middle of the shoe. That's why they call it the midsole. And then, of course, every shoe also has a bottom, which is what most people call them. It's actually an outsole. Sometimes they'll call it the tooling. And that goes at the bottom, and that's got the tread that helps you keep from sliding around. And that's pretty much what comprises a shoe. We have 2 different midsole components. And if you think of a midsole as like the chassis of a car, you might know that the same chassis is in a Mustang or in a Fusion, but the car is very different, but the guts is basically the same. And so at Reshod we have, this is the Coach Carmen, and we also have the pushover technology. The pushover midsole has basically 3 parts to it. If you look at the diagram, you'll notice that the white section underneath the heel is soft for when your heel lands, so you get some good under heel comfort. The important part is the yellow piece that runs all the way through heel to toe, and that's a very firm, dense piece of foam, and it's that way for a reason. As you know, walkers don't have vertical lift, so we don't want a soft heel foam. We want a firm heel foam because that reduces the wobble as your heel lands, and it also reduces that vertical motion so that we can direct all of our energy into a forward direction. So that's our pushover chassis. It has the really soft foam in the front so that when your body shifts over the ball of your foot, it's going to compress and pop you onto your toe, so you're pushing off from this angle as opposed to trying to push off from this angle. And remember, these shoes are all 0 drop, so your heel is going to sit at the same distance from the ground as your heel and the ball of your foot. So you're sitting pretty much prone. The shoes also have removable insoles, so if you wear orthotics, they'll fit in there just fine. The pushover is great for all types of walking. So maybe you're pushing a gurney all day, or you're a dog walker, or you're a fitness walker, or you're a race walker. Since all the pushover chassis are the same, which one should you get? We got 4 new styles, and all of them have the exact same upper. The upper is going to be black, and they're all going to have the same pushover midsole. They are an update of this red pushover that came out in 2017 or 2018. So what's different about them that's going to make a difference to which one you choose is actually the outsoles. And I contract with Vibram, which is a well-known outsole manufacturer. And so I choose whichever one I think is suitable for the different activities. And the most common one that I use is the Link. And this one is 100% rubber. It's got great traction. It's good for indoor and outdoor use. And this one is going to be the same. It was the same one on the red shoes, but it's also the same on the black lime. So we're going to start with the black lime pushovers. So this is basically the original. Like I said, everything is the same. The midsole is the same configuration. We just have a synthetic leather upper, and it's lime green, black and lime. So kind of cool. People like the colors. The second one is great for hiking. So this one has the outsole that has more traction for trails. So if you're on gravel, if you're on bark dust, this one will give you it's more suitable to that, but it's also fine for indoors. But if you're a hiker, this is the one I recommend. It also is a little bit taller because this outsole is a little bit thicker. And you can get this with the red colorway, and you can also get it with black. So if you have a job, especially if you're outdoors, I have a customer who works for the wild animal park, and she's required to wear all black, but she likes the tread for the outdoors. So you can get either one of those colorways. And then the third one is actually the race shoe. And this one has expanded rubber outsoles, and it has a nice herringbone tread on it, which does not work well in slippery conditions. So if you're on a wet course, this isn't the best one. You might want to go with the Link. This has a better traction for wet. But this one is great because it's lightweight, and it also does have good traction on dirt and track or a treadmill. So this would be a good one for that. And the other downside on this one is it tends to pick up little tiny gravel. So if you have wood floors, you might want to take these off before you go inside, because they do have a tendency to pick that up. I just wanted to let you know that all the sizes that are 14 or larger are going to have the Link, because Vibram doesn't make all of these outsoles in all of the sizes. So you're going to have the Link on anything else that's 14 or larger. But the good news is we do carry Reshod walking shoes up to size 15. I know that was a lot of information, and I hope it answered your questions. If not, I would welcome you to go to my site, reshod.com. You can reach out to me at my contact page, or you can comment below. Thank you so much for watching. This is Coach Carmen. Get fit, have fun, walk fast.